Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Gray Man Prepping. It is time for Tactical Tuesday, where we're talking maybe a little bit of tactics, but basically more because tonight's topic is: are you physically ready?
Nope.
Oh, hang on. I got to make that bigger so they can really see what that is. All righty. Okay, let me go up.
I'll change it. There you
go. No, this is not Supersize Me.
They're freeze-dried burgers, though. I'm ready.
Okay, so, well, Mark was the first one in here, followed by, on his chef tech, followed by Ryan the Gamer, then followed by him on his Mad Chick Acres. Then Walt Rogers came in, Troop 1351, Kalen Strain, Aiden Air, Cold War Prepper, Daniel Berry Sports Highlights, Aiden Air, who is not across the pond tonight. Aiden Air is in West Texas, in Lubbock. Duncan 1900 Homestead is here. Ting Ting's here. Let's see here. Sue Me's in the house. Everybody's chit-chatting back and forth there. And the Aussie Life just came in. All right. Okay, so tonight I'm in a bit of a what's the mood? The grandkids have been trying to get me out of my deep funk, my melancholy deep funk here. Because I realized
Stop.
I realized Sunday when some of my nieces and nephews were posting on Facebook, being Father's Day, they were talking about how they missed my dad, my brother, who was hit by a drunk illegal alien. Several years, it's about 12 years now. But the interesting thing is, on Father's Day, 35 years ago, it was June 18th. And that's when my dad died on Father's Day. He'd been battling cancer for several years. They got it out of his lungs. Then it moved to his brain. They got it out of his brain. Then it moved to his kidneys, and they couldn't do anything about that. So, I'm in a little bit of a funk today, guys, but my grandkids have been trying to get me out of it. And hang on, I got to take a look out the window here because they've been outside the window here with the chalk. And they're okay. And their mother just showed up to pick them up. So, right on time. So, anyways, so I'm in a bit of a funk about that. But tonight's topic is, are you physically ready? Now, I want this to be a more of a broad topic, not just, are you ready for, Milwaukee? Froze. No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about you ready just for life in general. Hey, Corsair Trainer's here. Hey, Steve. So every year for the last several years, I've noticed coming out of wintertime, it's a bit harder each year, even though I'm trying to keep fit, doing the gazelle and doing things to keep going. And Utah Mike is in the house. And so being, being coming out of winter and trying to do stuff out in the garden and the property. First time I pick up a shovel to start moving stuff, it's like, ow, my back. Using muscles that the other exercises and stuff don't cover. And
It happens to me every spring. Wintertime, I'm out of shape. Spring comes around, I got a ton of stuff to do. Start doing it. It aches and hurts, and then by the end of the summer, I'm like, okay, I feel much better now. And then winter sets in again.
yeah. And Suzanne Galay's here. So, I just got all these stupid notifications popped up over here. Get rid of that one. Get rid of that one. Get rid of that one. Now I can see. So I can see. Sorry, 1, 2, 3. Okay, we've got several in here who are not channel members. So YouTube is allowing me to. Should pop up here. Okay, there it is. 5 channel memberships. All right, Ting Ting grabbed one. Checked off grabbed one. Suzanne Galay grabbed one. Chef Tech grabbed one.
Yay me.
And 3%er grabbed one. And Christy Betts grabbed one. No, Susan Galay did not grab one. She just happened to comment in the middle of the ones going up there. So it's checked off. Ting Ting, Chef Tech, 3%er, and Christy Betts were gifted channel memberships. And if you missed out on it, go ahead and try clicking on that channel membership thing. And I think you click and then right click everything. Basically, you got to say you accept gifts from the channel. And that time when it pops up, you're automatically in the queue to pick up one. And speaking of, so Chef Tech is in here. And okay. All right. So where is it? Okay, just scrolled on up. It just went off the top of the comments, so you're gonna have to scroll back up just a little bit, and you just click on it, and it works. But yeah, I've this fall I'm going to be getting the Wii Fit out and hooking it back up. Now that some of the grandkids are old enough to work out on it with Grandpa. we got, we're going to get the Wii set up and stuff. We got the Wii Fit, we got the Wii Fit Sports, the Wii Fit Action Sports, the Wii Fit Outdoor Adventures. We got a whole bunch of them, and so we're going to start using that. Yeah. So all right, let me see if I can show this here. My camera's going to move, folks, so don't get seasick here. I'm going to move it over and look at the other screen right there. So if I take this, come on, mouse, work, there it is. And if I scroll up, okay, it kind of washed out there because it's green on the green screen. So, and it has some presence on it. So that's what it looks like. You kind of click on it. You kind of work around on that to see if I get this set right here again. To accept gifts from the channel. That's, that's the way that YouTube does it. All right, so now you got I Beat Anorexic on there. All right, so when I was growing up, though, my mom used to watch a certain gentleman every morning before I went off to school because of time zone and stuff. Let me go down here. Jack LaLanne, yes. And look, what the heck? That's not supposed to be in there. What happened? Let's see. Okay. It
you
jumped
pulled up
on me.
The wrong one and added one to it.
No, what happened was okay. Some at times when I save it, it changes the order of slides, and when I just reuse the top portion, I try to keep some printing on this. So we got there we go. Yeah, so there we go. There we got it. And interesting fact here, folks. When he was 13, Jack LaLanne was a self-proclaimed sugar addict and junk food junkie. And then he saw I read an article or something from some guy, and we'll get in that a little bit here. But by 15, he was on the wrestling team. He had lost a bunch of weight, and he was eating a Yule Gibbons type diet. raw vegetables, whole wheat bread, and some other things. Unfortunately, Jack LaLanne passed away at 96. 96, folks, and he was still active, going and doing stuff. And he got sick, caught pneumonia, and I didn't want to go to the doctor. Oh, I can beat this. I can beat this. A week later, he died. But his wife is now 98 this year. And she's still out there exercising, doing videos. I wish I could still be exercising and doing videos when I'm 98. So, I go and now I got that. I only had those two pictures there for them. Let me get the other thing up here. Yeah. What's interesting is I found this out. Most people don't know this. Dr. Paula would love to find this out. So Jack LaLanne actually dropped out of school because he was before his 14th year. Went back to school his 15th year. Got on the wrestling team. Did stuff. Then he made the high school football team. Later went to college in San Francisco, where he earned a doctor of chiropractic degree. Not just a chiropractic degree, a doctor of chiropractics. And so, yeah. Anyways, yeah, one of those interesting things to do with staying in shape and stuff. His dad died young. I'm trying to go back up here and see how old was he when his dad died. Okay, it's not showing it on this one here. It's on one of the other ones here, I think. Oh, wait, down early life. So his parents were immigrants from France. His older brother died at 5 years of age. Trying to find out where it said was his dad died when I think he was in his teens. But anyways, yeah, he served in World War II as a pharmacist mate first class in the Sun Valley Naval Convalescent Hospital. So anyways, but staying fit sometimes can be easy for a while and get hard when you get distracted from it. It's like just about anything else, when you develop a good habit and then you get lazy in that good habit, and all of a sudden you stop doing that good habit, and now you have a bad habit of not doing the good habit. All right. Okay. Yeah. Okay. If you click the okay, you did allow gifts. Okay, but if you want to buy a membership, down on the left-hand side here. Over on the left hand side over here, it says join. You can click on that, and there's 3 levels to join here: the 99-cent level, the $1.99, or the super duper survivalist level, which is $9.99. Exactly. Aussie Life, are you on your phone or are you on a computer?
I think he's on the app, the YouTube app. That's different.
Yeah, the YouTube app is a little bit different than on a computer.
iPad, same thing.
Yeah, I don't do my phones are phones and a camera. There is no web access to any of my phones. The GPS is turned off. The cell tower scrambler is turned on from Homeland Security. So Josh is here. Skinner Farms is in the house. Woo. So, yeah, it's interesting thing is, so in the wintertime, you start burning more calories just naturally because it's colder.
Yeah, it's how I lose weight. I tell people that all the time.
And so if you can control the calorie input from the wintertime, and so you're not, so you don't increase your calorie input, you can lose a little bit of weight in the wintertime. Just avoid Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's, and then Valentine's Day.
So I tell people we lose most of our heat exits through your head. So in the wintertime,
actually, they've proven that false.
Whatever. I'm just going with the old school. So I take my hat off and tell them I'm on a diet.
Yeah, I take my hat off and they go, the glare, babe, put it back on.
Me too, but
And if I go outside, I get a call from NASA saying, hey, you're taking down our satellites.
Yeah.
Put the hat back on. Yeah, Josh just put out a video on his new office. So at Skinner Farms. So yeah. But you can stay in good shape later on. You gotta make it a schedule. Like Jack Lane, he would get up and exercise for 2 hours every morning and then have a small breakfast. And then later on, he would have, like in the afternoon, he'd have his, late afternoon, he'd have his second meal of the day, and that was it.
Yeah, eating dinner late at night doesn't help.
Yeah.
And I don't think Jack did 2 hours of exercise and went to McDonald's and got a Egg McMuffin, large orange juice, and a home fry.
No, he had, I'm trying to remember what it said, but he did a thing. There was
oatmeal, yeah.
Yogurt, oatmeal, boiled egg whites, and I forget what type juice he usually had. But I've been reading up a lot on it. It's like, dang, and there is actually a YouTube channel, Jack Lane Official, I believe it is, where they started posting a bunch of his old TV show videos on there, and some other ones too. But the kid took it when they moved out. Prepper 101. Woohoo!
What's up, home fry?
So yeah, it's one of those things. It's just, and then of course, and what makes it extra hard for me is I got 3 bulging discs, 2 protruding discs, 1 flippy floppy disc, 2 slipping sciatics in the hip, and then the cartilage in my knees is going almost like Dark Knight Rises, where he goes, well, Mr. Wayne, I have seen worse cartilage in knees. And he goes, oh, that's good. No, because you got no cartilage in your knees.
Yeah, that could be a problem.
Yeah. But, today I was out there with the grandkids doing stuff, working outside and swinging the pickaxe and digging up some old hedge plants that, my wife and I decided, no, that was, the person that we bought the house from planted thought it looked nice, and they got out of hand and tried trimming it down, and it got just woody and everything else. I said, no, get rid of them. So I got rid, I was digging those out. I was digging a little trench to add a piece of pipe to the downspout drain I did. So I get it to drain properly this winter. And then I put a cap on it. So if it does rain, I'll start collecting rainwater. And out there, and just starting to dig a couple more holes for the 2 apple trees I have that I need to get into the ground now. And now the wind has stopped. It looks like it's going to stop for 5 or 6 days. Maybe I can get those trees planted and get them properly staked and everything to withstand the wind when it starts blowing, so they don't go woof. Redig the hole again. But yeah, it's the thing is, I want to get everybody just to think about I still want to pull up one of his Jacqueline's videos, but I know his son and daughter are running the corporation now, and it's and they do the corporation automatically copyrights it when you show it. But he talks out simply about it, simple exercise, walking. As you're walking, as you start walking, you walk so much a day, and then as you every day you start trying to lift your knees up a little bit higher, lift your legs a little bit higher. Either you're walking in place inside the house, and that's one of the things he used to do was standing there, and he had he aimed most of his exercises at the women of the day. Now he needs to aim it to at the guys living in their parents' basement. yeah, that guy right there.
Yeah, hello.
And but he's saying you take like the dining room chair, you hang on to the back of it, and you need it for balance, and you just start lifting your legs up higher and higher, and then he stands there. You stand there and you start one leg out to the side, and you do about 10 times, and then you do the other leg out to the side. Can't do it. The other leg out to the side. And you do simple things like that, and then just do the simple reaches and stretches, and then when you're when you're doing a bunch of these, then you start get it like the little 5-pound weights and stuff, or the 2.5-pound weights. And you add that to it, and you start doing more and more and more, and you get yourself where you build up. You start building up muscle, but you also start building up endurance, and you start building up things. And that's the thing is, so coming out of wintertime, winter always brings people down, unless you're in sunny Florida or Southern California, down there with Steve, where it's sunny until it starts raining, and then it doesn't rain in California, sunny California. It pours. So, hey, Tammy Harder, how's it going? And so you just need to start working out, and that's what I like about the Wii Fit. When I was using it in California, we were using it, and it was boy, we were going through batteries. And then we bought a bunch of rechargeable batteries to go through it. It would last much better. But doing all the stuff on and everything, it was feeling pretty good. And actually, my knees bothered me less when I was working them more. Go figure. Okay, if I put that up, all that's going to let's see. That's going to put. Oh no, it did show the things. Okay, there it goes. Ding. Palm tree and sunshine. And there is a lot. Oh, I got it. Oh, wait a minute. I just thought of something. Hang on. I hope I got it here. Facebook
winter doldrums or cabin fever. That's wintertime.
No, I'm looking for. I hope I saved it, because I was laughing my butt off on it when I saw it, and it was Mac Gilbert, Southern Blessed Homestead. On his Facebook one, he put up. It's a 2-picture one. I'm looking here for it, and it was about military bod after D214, I think it is, life. Yeah. And it was just totally hilarious how a lot of military people, they get out and they kind of go, done with that crap. And a couple of years after, it's like, shit, I wish I kept up on that crap. I just can't find it. I must not have saved it. It was absolutely funny. It was some good pictures. And one was the guy in his camouflage pant, taking off, and he's all, doing his exercise, all buffed out. And then next thing, the guy's sitting there. But yeah. Oh, froze. So whatever you can do to get yourself active more than you are now, that's low impact, do it. Right now I'm working on an old exercise bike I had that the electronics on it, and I'm currently hooking it up with pulleys and stuff to run an alternator. Unfortunately, I got a 30 amp alternator, which is your standard Delco single wire alternator, and is the gearing on it's just too hard. So I'm gonna go back to one of the auto parts store and see if they can order me in an old 12 volt generator or a generator, and I'll put my own little diode in on it so it doesn't draw power backwards. But I want to get one that's like a 7.5 amp or 10 amp, because that will definitely be able to turn on the exercise bike, and that way I also charge up the power station or stuff. And Joseph Moore is in the house. Welcome. But you think outside the box, people. Things you can do where you don't have to spend money, where you don't have to go out and buy a new Wii Fit. Look at garage sales. You'd be surprised people get rid of them just because the kids don't want to do exercise stuff. Now they're over 13. But yeah, try get some stuff. The best time also to look on like Facebook Marketplace and some of the other Let Go and some of the other apps and stuff is after Christmas. Because as soon as they get the new weights and the new exercise bike, they get rid of the old ones. And it's not that the old ones are wore out. It's just that, this one does better stuff. And this is that new one, the new Peloton one, where it has the video screen in there, and you got the person yelling at you, faster. All right, you're doing good now. All right, now a little bit faster. So you got like a personal trainer built into your bike. Hey, Shawnee. So there's the thing is, this country is getting is suffering from Dunlap disease big time, and non-movement motivation. And as you can see, there's a good picture of Dunlap disease over there, Dunlapped over the belt. You got some interesting pictures there, Mark.
Oh, I spent a few minutes downloading the fat guy on Google. I'm like, there's got to be some fat guy pictures. Oh, I like that one. I like that one. I like that one.
But and there's it's just amazing how it's in this world of everything now, instant gratification. Oh, you don't have to go walking through the aisles of the hardware store trying to find something. You can order it online. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, just have them delivered to your house. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't have to go to the grocery store to buy food. You can have it delivered to your house unless you're too far out in the sticks. But yeah, there's a lot of things that we can do to help get us fit just for life. Now, once again, I'm not talking about getting fit for Tawaki or SHTF, but it's one of those things where just life, working in the garden, starting out like like we were saying earlier, is just so hard after winter, and especially if I'm sitting here waiting. Okay, when is it going to warm up enough where I can plant? Looking out the window. Okay, still all right. Oh, damn! There's a half inch of snow out there again. Damn it.
Hey, what's the scout motto? A scout is physically fit, mentally. I forget. It's been so long. Mentally fit, physically strong.
Okay,
mentally...
the motto is be prepared. The scout oath is
trustworthy, helpful, friendly, courteous, kind, obedient, cheerful.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
That's the other one.
Yeah. It's one of those. It's one of those things I kind of forced from my mind after doing it for 12 years as a scoutmaster. I'm tired of hearing that.
Hey, I was able to recite most of the other one there a second ago, and I haven't said that in probably 40 years. Yeah, it's mentally strong, or mentally strong, physically fit, and something else. I got you thinking about it now. Either that or you froze. Oh, you froze.
I froze. Let's see what it. All right. I hate this AI. Come on, show more. I will put the thumbs down on this one. Thumbs down. Because our AI totally screwed it up.
The oath, the
physically
law,
physically strong, mentally awake, and morally straight.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah. So on my own, I'll do my best to do my duty to God and my country, and to obey the scout law, to help other people all times, keep myself physically strong, mentally awake, and morally straight. Yeah.
Yeah, well, nobody follows that anymore, but.
Yeah, there are a few. I got one of my Eagle Scouts up there at Scout Camp being the maintenance chief up there right now. And, yeah. So, on Wednesdays, the Scout staff up there have camp games. And one of the things is to try to capture the flag on it is try to capture a staff member.
Yeah, staff hunt. We used to do that.
Yeah, and it's like, all over the place running and stuff. Yeah.
I remember
like I said,
everybody got poison ivy I was running around with, except me.
Yeah.
And we all ran in the same place. Turns out, I don't get poison ivy. They do.
Yeah. Hey, just don't go digging in the ditch where poison ivy is. You get any of that sap from the poison ivy or poison oak root on you, your immunity's gone. That happened to several. That happened to several of us that used to roll around and play in it, and we got the sap on us, and it was it just totally overloaded our system.
Nice. I got poison ivy growing at the property. I just go around with my machete and just back on the bottom of it and let it die, and because you don't want to burn it either. So.
Yeah. One of the last years I was up there at Scout Camp, my son and I were both staff on NYLT, so we had the red staff jackets from NYLT, which turns out it's the same red jacket that the staff at Wolfboro wear. Only thing is, instead of having the Wolfboro emblem on the up here on the left shoulder, we had left front breast, I should say. We had the NYLT thing. So we're going around. Someone looked at us and go, staff members. And they started chasing after us, man. We ran those poor kids into the ground. Because back then I wore my Red Wing boots everywhere except the church, and I wore them all the time. And my son was wearing them too. And so we were used to doing it. They got boots on. They can't outrun us. And kids, and all the scouts are in tennis shoes. And you want to bet? Yeah, that was what,
Yeah.
2011. So that was like
We'll outrun you,
13
and you're
years.
all going to break ankles. Yeah.
Yeah.
We had staff shirts made up when I was in Boy Scout camp that we spelled it STAPH.
Mm-hmm. That's a standard now for NYLT staff.
Is it really?
NYLT staff nationwide. It started spreading, but it's on the jacket it says NYLT staff.
STAPH.
Mm-hmm.
We thought it was funny. We used to chant it, after dinner, right before the hunt. It's like STAPH, ST, and then we go running. Yeah. And they'd all chase us and disappear, and yeah.
But see, being able to stay healthy like that and being able to stay active helps out a lot. And part of the problem is I wound up spending my last 10 years at Homeland Security sitting behind a friggin' desk.
Yeah.
12 hours a day. And I was always working overtime, and overtime being an extra day when someone else was on vacation or an extra 2 days.
Should have gotten one of those standing desks and one of those giant rubber balls to sit on. And you froze.
We tried doing that, and the year before I retired, finally got a medical person up in HR to come down and from DC out here to the West Coast, because I was in the West Coast office at the time, and they were like, "Why don't you guys have that?" We've been trying to do it, and they say it's not allowed. And she went and she just no, and she went and ordered one for the attachment that goes on top of the desk, just lifts up straight up for it. It was a really cool one, and it was it had the nitrogen on it, nitrogen cylinders, because we had 2 or 3 monitors on the desk as well. Yep. So I had to lift all that up, and it just a lot of them were up there were standing on that then, and then they also got those chairs where you kind of kneel on it, and so you're instead of sitting, your legs are like this angle here, so you're, and some of them were doing that, and it's like nah, okay, I'll try a little bit, but I'm retiring, and I was just busy training my replacement for the last 6 months. Oh, but yeah, it's the thing is, by then it had already taken a toll. I'd put on like 22 pounds the last 10 years that I was working there. Yeah. The when I put myself through the police academy, and when I was in the police academy, I got picked up by the sheriff's department. The DIs, I said, everyone will wear this like this. I go, I want to wear my my Red Wing work boots because they give ankle support, and I can outrun everybody here in them. And you go, no, and it was like, finally they were looking at me, and finally I kept bugging them every single day. Finally, one day they said, okay, fine, do it. And they were surprised that I was able to still outrun everybody there. Of course, that was back, that was back in 86.
Oh, you were like 55 then, right? Kidding.
Wait. Right. Yeah. Time for my imitation of Guardians of the Galaxy.
I'm about to get booted off a StreamYard. Boink. He's gone.
Yeah. Oh, all right. That's right. Lee has somebody up there with him tonight on Cold War Prepper. So that's in another 22 minutes. Oh. But yeah, there's just, trying to stay fit for life, not just for, yeah, not for special events. If you're, because you never know when a special event is going to happen. And if you're saying, oh, all right, it's wintertime, I'm going to kick back here and not, I'll worry about getting fit in the springtime, and that special event kicks off in the middle of winter, boom. Hey, Alicia, how's it going?
Yeah, but you don't have the mark logic going there. It's like when the crap hits the fan and there's no food to be found. Yeah, all the skinny people are going to starve to death. The fat people, we got an extra like 2-3 weeks on you guys because we got all that fat to burn off still. Yeah, I know. It's that backwards mark logic. I know.
As Corsair Trainer says, oh, all the fat ones become long pork.
Become what? Long pork?
The Donner Party.
It depends on how fat you are, but yeah.
Because the skinny ones can run fast enough.
So when you go bear hunting, always take a friend who can't run very fast.
I was typing it when you said it. Yeah.
Sorry, I got so many jokes and puns in my head.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. There's a lot of just a lot of things you think you can do, and just now a lot of people, I know a lot of people, and it froze. And I know a lot of people have injuries and things that limit their mobility. But the interesting thing is that we found out before we actually got the Wii Fit, and we actually got the Wii with the Wii Fit, with the Wii Action Sports, the Wii Sports, the Wii Outdoor Adventures, and all the other stuff. We got it all at one time. Was they started using them in convalescent homes and the retirement communities where people are still active doing things out, and they would using those in the for some of the activity things to keep everybody up and going and stuff. And they said they had an increase in people being active and being able to and increase their mobility and stuff. But you don't want to do it too much too fast. And that's like I liked about Jack LaLanne was, it's like, all right, start out slow, let's do the leg lifts here and stuff. And for those of you a little bit better, you can, you get in the chair and you sit there with your hands hanging on the edge of the chair. Yeah. I'm not sure if I can do it here. You pick your feet up and it's not going to show. And you start doing like a bicycle in the air as you're in the chair. You do that for a couple minutes and you stop and you do something else and you go back and you break it up and you move around doing a bunch of different things. And the thing is to when you're starting out,
you need a better power chair. One of them 12 horsepower tank tread power chairs. I want to run everybody.
That's one of the ones that they use off road, going through the mud pit and stuff, where the big four-wheel drives take that thing out there. Grandpa. Yeah. But yeah, you just so like even back in the '60s, Jack LaLanne was talking about working into it easy, doing stuff. It was interesting stuff when he was down there on Muscle Beach. I watched one of his interviews on it, and everyone's calling these crazy wacko bodybuilders are getting themselves muscle bound and stuff, and they're not going to be able to do anything. And but he's saying, he goes, every time the circus came to town, we were all over there talking to the trapeze artists, all the guys that were, the muscle lift, the strong man and everybody else, talking, all the gymnasts and stuff, the clowns that were doing acrobatics, talking to everybody, find out what their tricks were for exercising, keeping in shape, and making sure they had the elastics. That's not the word. Flexibility. There's a key word I'm looking for. I can't think of it right now. I'm having a brain fart. Where where you're still loose, flexible, and everything else, but you have strength as well. And that's what they would do there. And then they bring those that went to the circus would bring it back to Muscle Beach and share it with everybody else there. And they were all sharing what worked, what didn't work, how they were able to get stronger, what things worked better for, what meals worked better, whether it was 3 meals a day, 2 meals a day, what times, and all that stuff. And all the stuff that's coming out now with all the new diet. The new diet fads and stuff and everything else. You look in Jack Link's book, they were doing this back in the 60s.
What's old is new again.
Huh?
What's old is new again.
Exactly. And it's, we're rediscovering this. This is the new thing. No, it's not. It's old school.
Yes.
It's old school. We're talking this was stuff that the boomers and the pre-boomers were doing, because Jack Lane was in the Army and was in the Navy. And what was it here? He was a pharmacist mate, so he was in the Navy in World War II. So I forget. I guess that's what that's the forgotten generation or whatever, the ones before the boomers. That's what some of them were doing, and then my sister was 10 years older than me, and so was my cousin and stuff. They were the first boomers, and that's what they were doing too.
I miss being a boomer by 9 months.
I think the generational thing is off a bit.
Yeah,
because it's like I'm at the tail end of. And everyone goes, well, and I see all these memes. We're Gen X, and this is what we did. And it's like, we were doing that first. When I was growing up, that's what we were doing. Yeah, we were the ones on those metal playground things, the things on the cemetery. You run around. We had those things up to Mach 4. And people feet hanging out there, just hanging out for dear life, and their feet blow out there. Yeah.
But you didn't do what the new people do, where they put the rear tire of a motorcycle against that thing and spin it so fast, people go flying off at Mach 5. You haven't seen those videos? You got to look that one up.
We used to take the 57 Chevy that had the trailer hitch on it and wrap a rope around it.
Oh, there you go.
And then get one of the teenagers had the license would rev it up, drop the clutch, and
yeah. Either ripped it out of the ground or you threw the kid into the next county.
Yeah, and then of course our one of our favorite things was the metal slide. Trying to run up the metal slide, turn around, and slide back down.
And unless your limb was hanging off, Mom just slapped some mercurochrome on there and said, "Go back outside. Dinner's not ready."
Mercurochrome? No, we didn't even get that. We told go wash it off. You go use the garden hose and wash it off. Don't bring the blood in the house.
If there's any skin flapping there, just rip it off. It's not going to grow back anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, there's just a fun stuff here. Oh, where was that other one? Shoot, I was going to pull up some other pictures that I used last year. Was it last year or the year before on the your prep for today, Get Fit, and it had Sylvester and Arnold over there working out in the gym back in the day and currently, and those guys are still pushing weights. Was the swing so high you were level with the horizontal? Yeah. And you can only do that with the swing sets that were in concrete.
Yeah. The school swing sets that were 18 feet tall.
No, we preferred the ones that the drive-in movie. Because the ones that the drive-in movie actually had a sand pit under it, not asphalt. Because we get up there, and sometimes we get it beyond that, and that was when you got bad. You got beyond it, and all of a sudden it dropped back. You had all that slack in the chain, and you're almost 2/3 of the way back down when you go. But yeah, there was a lot of things we used to do as kids that kids nowadays say like, "How did you do that?" I mean, it was funny when my nieces and nephews, and finally when I finally started having kids, my daughter and sons were watching me and my brother do stuff. They're like, and we'd be doing the handsprings, the backflips and everything else and stuff. And so, we're in our 30s, all right, and we're still doing this crud.
I miss the metal bar jungle gym with all the pipes. So when you start to fall, you're like one of those marble games with the metal pins bouncing off of everything until you hit the ground. Yeah, you get stuck at the bottom going, oh, but you got up because that's what you do. Concussion and all, you wander around for a little bit.
Yeah. Well, what was that? Well, the one meme. There was a meme about boomers and stuff. The one kid runs in the house. Joey just got killed falling off the thing. Tell him to get up and walk it off.
Yeah. Tell him dinner's in 10 minutes. He better be home.
But yeah. Let's try. That's a swing one, yeah. Okay, and and we didn't have helmets either.
Only people that had helmets were motorcycle drivers, and even those weren't really helmets back then.
Yeah.
Or you know what? I'm not going to say it.
Yeah. They were the old leather. The leather pilots caps, or the Army tank corps caps, leather caps.
The leather football helmets, yeah.
Yeah. But all right, Steve, take care. But yeah, it's thing is, folks, just the main thing is think about what else you can do simply to get more active a little bit. Even if it's just walking around the block. And that's what I notice here. A lot of the elderly folks here in town, when I say elderly, they're at least 20 years older than I am. And there are going to be groups of the ladies walking around towns, and every now and then the ladies go by, and then here come a couple of husbands with all the dogs. So the guys are walking the dogs, and the ladies are chit-chat as they go around. But yeah, it's one of the things I just wanted to get out there to everybody. Raise the questions. All right, what sort of exercising do you need to do? And I know we've talked about diet a lot here. With even when I had Dr. Paula on, when I had Courtney up here, Howie, Food Forest Permaculture. We used to talk a lot about diet and stuff a lot more often. Fresh fruits, vegetables, homegrown grass-fed beef, homegrown bacon.
Homegrown bacon,
homegrown lamb chops.
I tried planting bacon seeds last year and I became really upset. I think I miswatered them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I sent you an idea on the private chat for another show.
Yeah. All right. Oh, speaking of which, for the Your Prep for Today, if anybody has any suggestions for topics on the Your Prep for Today, please email some to me. I got about another month and a half, and it's like, okay, that'll put me up at 660 your preps for the day. So if you have any suggestions for it that I haven't covered already, send me an email, Camp Patton Family Compound. I try to use that for both YouTube channels for information. So just kind of send that off to me, and that'll help on that. All righty. Let's see here. Let me get back over here to that.
Yep.
All right. See you, Howie.
Later, Howie.
All righty. All right, so folks, coming up here, let me get it up here real quick. So everyone can go get a cup of coffee before they head over to a Cold War Prepper. All right, so Thursday night is the midnight ride. Starts at 10 o'clock Eastern time, midnight Rio time. Friday night on Camp Patton Family Compound is the first full day of summer, and we're going to be talking. We're going to be talking weather, and we're going to be talking gardening and gardening and weather. So yeah, that's what it's going to be, kind of open chat, and you guys can help lead it wherever it goes. What else we got here? All right, Saturday. Back here on Gray Man Prepping for Survival Saturday. Chickens for preppers. Monday on Camp Patton Family Compound is canning science. We're going to talk about the science of canning. Tactical Tuesday next week is how broken is the all-knowing AI? That was suggested by a viewer.
So, I'll have to say this: in order to be broken, it had to have been complete at one time, right?
No, they made it broken to begin with, and it's been getting more broken.
Yeah.
Garbage in, garbage out.
You can't lose something unless you never had it. Yeah, that type of logic.
Yeah. So that's what's coming up next Tuesday here. All right, everyone. Thank you for coming on. You got 5 minutes before Cold War, and he's got a guest on tonight. Yeah. I can't remember who the guest is, but yeah, see you guys over there. So thanks for coming by, and we'll see you guys on the midnight ride.